My name is Bonnie Holiday, and I'm going to talk to you about my internship with Family Life Skills Association. I did research and wrote a lesson plan for them. I found this internship on Facebook, actually, on the Marriage and Family Studies group. I was looking for different ideas for an internship and needed something that would be flexible and that I could possibly do from home. And this one was mentioned that other people had done, and so they suggested that I contact Paul Ellsworth, who is the founder of Family Life Skills Association. And so I messaged him on Facebook, and we set up a time to talk on Zoom and go over things that the internship would entail. We then met again with another intern that would be my partner to discuss different things and to see if we were compatible. And then Paul offered up the internship right there during the meeting to both of us. Responsibilities that I had were to do research. I did a lot of research, learning about my topic, and so that I could get a better idea of what was going on in these families that had children with disorders. Learning about your subject is important because you can't just start writing if you don't understand and know about the topic. And so this was a lot of the beginning time for me in the early stages of the internship, was just doing a lot of research. I then created a PowerPoint presentation that had slides and diagrams and different things to help the participants in the classes to be engaged. There was also a document lesson plan that I wrote to go along with the PowerPoint presentation so that it would help the family skills trainer teach the class and know what direction she needed to go, or he. I also worked with a partner, and we met weekly, sometimes multiple times throughout the week, and then we had a supervisor that would help us whenever we needed direction or wanted to know if we were on the right track for what he was expecting or what his thoughts were. I spoke with friends and other people who had children with disorders to get an insight into how they might affect the family and what kinds of things needed to be addressed. That was really helpful because before I started this internship, I didn't really understand what families went through. And this opened my eyes to see different ways that communication or empathy could help in these families. I also observed wherever I went, whether it was a grocery store or I went to the zoo, at the airport. It was eye-opening to me there also that you can learn a lot just by watching and talking to people, and so I did a lot of that also. How I benefited Family Life Service Association. I was a team player. I was dedicated and determined, and I was flexible and easygoing. Oftentimes it was difficult for our schedules to meet up, and being able to change things or be flexible and not get stressed about them was really important. I was determined to make this internship the best thing possible and be able to finish and graduate. And so I was very dedicated and wanted the lesson plan to turn out and spend a lot of time and energy on it. I was willing to listen to my other intern, and we worked really well together because we were both open-minded and willing to help one another. How this has benefited me, it showed me how important research is. I hadn't realized how often you use research and what you can learn from research. It also helped me to be more confident in talking to people and in my own work whenever I'm doing an assignment and I had to be more confident and trusting my ability. That was important. It helped me see that I am capable of doing things that I might not have done before. Some things may look hard, and once you start doing them, you realize they're not as hard as you might have thought before. It also helped me to see the importance of family skills trainers and how they can help families learn new skills and become more balanced in their lives. It challenged me to step outside of my comfort zone. A lot of times I didn't know if what I was doing was correct or if I could learn how to do it. And so I would just have to trust and start doing it, and then realize that I could do a little bit, and then I could take another step and do a little bit more. And so get me out of my comfort zone was a big deal. Things that I learned from my classes at BYU Idaho that helped me with my internship was a lot of research. My class in methods research helped me know how to find resources and ones that were reliable, and that not everything you find on the internet is going to be true and beneficial, and so you have to be really particular in finding the truth when you're researching. Learning how to deal with stress and good coping skills was an important class that I took, which helped me when times got hard or when I was thinking about the people that we would be teaching these classes to and how much stress that they have. Learning how to cope is important, to have those tools so that when those times come that you can just apply them. And that was a good thing that I did, BYU taught me. I also learned about family systems and the theories and that how the family works and the importance of finding an equilibrium, and that just functioning isn't always the best, but that you can improve where your equilibrium is, and change, and that change is good. Using feedback loops. I hadn't realized before that a negative feedback loop means that the family's not willing to change, and they just see that their family's working fine, and so they continue to go that way. But by being willing to change and implementing a positive feedback loop, that you would see a difference in your family and that you would be more successful that way. Resolving conflict is also a big thing that BYU taught me. In one of my classes, we covered conflict theory, and this allowed me to see that it's about the people that have that are short on resources, and that conflict comes because they don't have the things that they need. And we're going to come in contact with that, whether it's at work, at home, or in a calling at church. And so it's important to know how to resolve our conflicts. And also learning about the development of both the body and mind. This taught me in many of my classes and how to understand the things that people may be experiencing, or how they're feeling. This was an important thing that I learned. I would recommend Family Life Skills Association, and these are the reasons why. You can do it online and anytime you want. So whether it's in the morning, at night, or set times that you want to put aside, it's flexible. And I really appreciated that with my family's schedule, and that it was summer, and so it was flexible. Paul's a great supervisor, and he's easy to work with and very open to any suggestions that you have, or when you get stuck, he's there to help. It was challenging because there was times that I didn't know which direction I needed to go, and sometimes I had to reevaluate whether that was the right thing that we should be implementing or change. It's flexible in that he doesn't tell you what to do. You can allow your imagination to just take over and follow the Spirit and create the lesson plan to what you feel will be best for people that are wanting to improve their families. I learned how to create a lesson plan, and I learned what a family life skills trainer does. If you are interested in this internship, you can contact Paul through Facebook Messenger or through his email. Thank you.